going to learn about triangles, angles. What do you mean by parallel lines? What is external theorem? What is internal, right? So when you are in 6th grade, you know what you learn about a triangle? A, B, C, right? So in 6th grade we learn that if you have, this is about A, B and C represent the degree. A, B, B, C and C, A represent the line segment. Okay, so we are talking about the length of the segment here, AB, BC and CA or AC, right? And A, B and C represent the degree. Okay, so what do you mean by degree? That angle A plus angle B plus angle C has to be equal to 180 degree. The sum of the three sides, the sum of the degree of the three sides is equal to 180 degree. Now this is internal degree sum, right? If we have one external degree also with us, okay, I am calling it like 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so what do you mean by external theorem? External theorem says that angle 3 or the degree of angle 3 has to be equal to the opposite side, C plus B. Okay, and you know that angle 3 and angle A will make a linear pair, 180 degree. Okay, so 3 and A is making 180 degree, B and 1 is making 180 degree, C and 2 will make 180 degree. But angle 3 is sum of opposite two interior angles C and B. That is called external theorem. Okay, so external theorem means angle 3 is equal to sum of angle B and angle C. Can you tell me what about angle 2 is equal to? Sum of?
Angle C plus angle A plus angle B.
Correct. Opposite side, right? What about you? Angle 1 is equal to what?
Angle C plus angle B.
Correct. Angle C plus angle
B. C.
Correct. See, and this, what are the two opposite angle you have? Interior opposite angle for one, C and
A.
A. So you have to look for the opposite angle. So this is called external theorem for triangle. The sum of interior angle is equal to 180 and the external angle you have is always equal to the sum of two interior angles. Okay, so let's learn about the parallel line, transversal line, complementary, supplementary, right? So these are two parallel lines. Okay, first thing I want to know, what do you mean by two parallel lines? Parallel line means we are talking about the distance between the two lines will always remain same. It is not going to change anytime. If it is changing, then they are not parallel. So the distance between the two lines up to any limit. When you have this arrow means it is going this side, right? And there is no limit. So the distance between the two lines has to be always same. If any time it is getting less or more, they won't be parallel. They will meet somewhere in future. You don't know, like if they are going like this and if the distance is decreasing, it will go like this and they'll meet at some point. Okay. So parallel means the distance between the two lines will remain same all the time. Okay. Now we are talking about a line which is cutting this line into 2 points. This and this. Right? This is called as transversal line. Transversal line. Is it okay? So what do you mean by transverse? Cutting two parallel lines. If this is N, and this is L, then this L line represent the transversal line cutting M and N at 2 points. Okay? Now, when it cut at 2 points, it makes angle, right? So if this is, let's call this A, then this is B, C and D. Then this is your E, F, G and H. Okay. So A and C, look at this. A and C and E and G, they are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles, so they will be same. Congruent. So what do you mean by congruent? Congruent means they are exactly same. If they are on top of each other, they will, you cannot see the other one. That is what the congruent means. Similar means they look same, but their size and shape, they are not exactly same size. Their shape is same. That is called similar. So right now we are only talking about the congruent. Okay, exactly similar. So A and C, E and G are vertically opposite angle, and H and F, D and B are also vertically opposite angle, right? And A and B, so you know when there is a straight line and you make angle like this and like this, they make linear pair. Okay, so sum of two angle 180, but has to be adjacent to each other, next to each other. So they are called linear pair. But same, when two of them make 180 degree but they are not adjacent, they are called supplementary. So do you know the difference between supplementary and linear now?
Yes.
So linear makes 180, supplementary also make 180. But the linear pair has to be adjacent to each other. Okay? And supplementary can make two separate angles also 180. Complementary angle means when two angles make together 90 degree. Okay? Any two angle making 90 degree, it is complementary. Those are complementary angle. And if they are making 180, it is called supplementary angle. So A and B, B and C, C and D, D and A, they are all four linear pair. Same E and F together making 180. F and G makes 180. G and H make 180. H and E again makes 180. Okay. So now you know vertically opposite angle. Now you know the linear pair making an angle on straight line. Okay. Now corresponding angles, right? For example, now okay, all interior angles, do you know D, C, E, F are all interior angles, and D and F are opposite interior angles. E and C are opposite internal angles. A and G are opposite external angles. B and H are opposite external angle. And now C and D, they are on the same side. Same side. So they will make what?
Same side internal.
No, that's okay. But angle C plus angle D is equal to what?
180.
Correct. And C and F?
180.
Yeah. So D and F are same. E and C are same. But C and E, this same side interior angle will make 180. And same side C and F will make 180. Okay? So clear, it's okay. So we now know internal angle, we know external theorem. Now we know the parallel line cut by a transversal, all the line they are making, and what all angles they are making. Okay? So good for today. Let's move on to the next topic in another part. Bye.